Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Litecoin Bitcoin here. And guys, it's going to be on the day chart. And right now we're at 7,520 Satoshis. We're down 3.39%. If you like me doing this Litecoin video comparing it with Bitcoin, let me know down below if that's something that you want to see more of, or if you just like when we traditionally stay with the USD. So I want to know what you guys think, or if we just want to continue to do both from time to time. So let me know down below. We'll dig into this, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So first of all, what I wanted to point out to you with LTC BTC, we're getting to a point here where we've had several bounces before, and they've been large bounces, areas of support that we're looking at right now, and that's going to be down around 6,818 Satoshis right here. You can see we're getting close to that area. Back here, guys, we had this beautiful run that happened the last time we touched it. Over here, we ended up having this beautiful run last time we touched it. So this has been a key area that we have gotten moves off of before. And when we do get moves off of them, they tend to be pretty large. Now, am I saying that's going to happen again? I'm not for sure saying that, guys, but it's an area that you really want to pay attention to see if the bulls will step in that area. And what's been happening here, we're basically in a massive symmetrical triangle here. We're having lower highs and we were having higher lows until we just broke down through this green trend line down here. And what happened was we broke through, guys, and what happens a lot of times is basically you'll break down and then you'll come back and you'll back test this trend line, and sometimes you'll get back in the trend line, and other times you'll actually end up falling farther, and that could maybe allow us to hit that mark around that 6,818 for a potential bounce. So we're going to have to really watch this area. And if not, guys, what's happening is we had that stochastic cross here. We're going to see if maybe that in combination with this bullish engulfing pattern or candle that we had here is enough to kind of get us back up in this trend line and start trading in this trend line again. Because what may happen is we have this bullish engulfing candle, we came up here, we saw rejection, we have another bit of a retracement like we're seeing today, and then we power back up. We set a higher low here, then we power back up and try to get within this trend line again. And what we'd look to conquer then is that 21 EMA. You can see how the 21 EMA has just ridden us all the way down here, guys. So essentially, since when we crossed over at around 14,640 Satoshis, we've been ridden to the downside. And what's taking place now is you got to look at these moving averages like a raging river overhead. These waves are crashing down upon us now, starting with the 21 EMA, and then the 50, then the 100, then the 200, guys. So I want you to know that the trend is still down and it's pushing down upon us. So that's why you want to be careful whenever you're looking at these things in these support areas. You really want to see confirmation off that, like a bullish engulfing pattern with confirmation on massive volume is what you'd want to see. So those are the things that I tend to like to look at. And I also want you to pay attention, though. We're kind of looking at that, like that spot where we could get some type of a bounce because of how overextended we are to the downside. And remember, guys, the market, there's always going to be reactions that take place. So essentially, we have fallen. We fell all the way 60%. And guys, right now where we're at, we are down 57%. So that's something that you want to look at to see if we will have even some type of relief bounce up into this area potentially. And even if we say we do end up falling farther, you can still catch one of these little relief bounces. And to give you an example of that, take a look over here. So like here, how we fell, there's always that relief bounce. Over here, we fell, and then that relief bounce. So, you know, guys, as you look at this, just like when we pump, you'll have those retracements, and then you'll pump again, retracement, same to the downside. What you're having there is lower highs and lower lows until we eventually see that first higher low put in, and that's what we want to see. But right now, you know, we've just been so overextended to the downside, and it's something that I want to pay attention to see if maybe we can get some type of a bounce out of this in the days to come. Also, guys, really pay attention to trend lines. I keep harping on trend lines, and the reason I do is because of things like this. Take a look now at our price range. We broke out of that. We went down roughly 41% to the downside off this pink trend line that we were paying a lot of attention to for the last few months. And what you can see here is, guys, you see how we broke down through it. Then just like we talked about down in here, we came up, we tested that trend line back tested it, or had a pullback onto it, and then we started to fall even lower. So that's what we want to be careful of here, if we're going to pull back onto that and then potentially fall even farther. We do want to keep that in mind as well. But we're starting to look at these things and we're seeing that we're getting overextended. Now on the stock here, we're at 39 and 25, so that's good. There's plenty more room to run to the upside. That's what we want to see. We want to be able to run to that upside here fairly soon. Next one I wanted to look at with you was the MACD. MACD histogram starting to turn a little bit more positive there. We potentially could get a MACD cross there. We're not there yet. You always want to wait for that confirmation. That's something you're going to pay close attention to. And also, I like to look at the Bollinger Bands. And with the Bollinger Bands here, guys, we're basically at the bottom of those as well. You can see we're in between the bottom and the middle band right here. So we're just kind of chopping back and forth. But the middle band is going to be up around that almost 8,700 Satoshis. So that could be a nice little move if we are to have a move to come up there and test that middle band. But we're more so at the bottom of this band. Remember, when you're at the bottom, you're more oversold. When you're at the top, you're overbought. So, you know, guys, these are the things that I want to look at here. I just want to keep LTC, BTC on my radar because we're coming up to this critical area where we potentially could get a bounce from where we have gotten bounces before. And as you see these moves, I mean, they're massive. When they come in, guys, they're massive moves. So it's kind of one of those things that you have to be in possession of Litecoin to be able to capture that, because sometimes you really can go to bed and all of a sudden Litecoin's up or down 20-30%. It happens that fast. So it's something that I want to be aware of, and I just wanted to put this on your radar. So for support there, we're going to be looking down around 6,818, and then to the upside we'd be looking around that 10,026 Satoshis, guys. That's where I'm going to be looking at. But we're going to have to see if we can get back inside that triangle. That's going to be a really big deal. So if you like these LTC BTC videos, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you all being here with me today. God bless. Take care.